Hello, welcome our gear research channel. Today in this video, we are going to show some of the best lightweight bike locks that are best sold and reloaded in the last couple on Amazon. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product, check the links in the description below, so let's get started with the video. Number 1, Master Lock Bike Lock Cable Combination. This product is a compact bike lock. You can just wrap it around the frame of your bike and go. There are no bulky parts that will get in your way. It is also the best lightest bike lock you can find, so no need to worry about any additional weight slowing you down. It is also a combination lock, which means you can avoid worrying about misplaced keys or anything like that. This lock comes with a preset combination, which you can reset anytime you wish. However, you have to use the 4 numbers, just rearranged. You can't use your numbers, which, in my opinion, only makes it a bit more secure. The braided cable is thick and strong. Even with bolt cutters, thieves will have a heck of a time cutting the cable. The cable is also long enough to secure 2 bikes, or if you want to be extra safe, wrap around the frame and wheel of 1 bike before securing it on a post. A vinyl covering wraps the thick cable to prevent it from scraping up the paint of your precious bike. It also prevents moisture from coming in contact with the cable and causing rust and corrosion. The additional thickness will also make it difficult for small bolt cutters to get the cable inside their jaws. Now, there is a serious problem with this lightweight cable bike lock. With just a bit of force, you can yank out the cable from the lock body. There have been many instances where the Master Lock combination lock has been bested by bike thieves just by pulling out the cable. Number 2, Titanker Bike Lock Bike Lock's Cable 4 feet Coiled. One of the things I liked about this bike lock is that it can unfurl to a total length of 4 feet. It is enough to secure both the rear wheel and the frame of the bike. However, I also discovered that it was effective for securing my tool cabinet, grill, and other things at home. It was also surprisingly easy to set and reset the code. I did not even need to use any tools. I just twisted the mechanism inside the lock, set the new code, and twisted back. I find this feature very convenient as I own a couple of these locks, and I often mix up their codes. I also like that these lightweight bicycle locks came in various bright colors. If you want a bike lock that matches the color of your bike, you can surely find one that fits it. Aside from aesthetics, the bright colors also make it easy to find it if you happen to misplace it. I also bought a couple of locks for my kids to use, and they love the colors. The rubber coating is also thick enough that it prevents water from seeping inside and causing the metal cable in the lock mechanism to rusting and seizing. Also, the rubber coating will prevent the lock from scuffing up the paint of your bike. The issue I have with this lock is that the cable is a bit too flimsy to give me complete peace of mind. The outside diameter of the cable, including the rubber casing, is around 12 mm, but the metal cable inside is approximately 5 mm in diameter. A cheap cable cutter can snap it in less than a second. It's a bit too flimsy to give me complete peace of mind. The outside diameter of the cable, including the rubber casing, is around 12 mm, but the metal cable inside is approximately 5 mm in diameter. A cheap cable cutter can snap it in less than a second. Number 3, Sanwo Security Bike Lock 4-digit Resettable Combination. This small bike lock cable comes with a simple-to-use combination lock, which means you do not have to worry about misplaced keys anymore. It is also easy to reset the code, which I like because I tend to change codes every week or so, just for my peace of mind. It is also very compact and lightweight. Although it does not collapse into a smaller package like coil locks, just looping it around the frame of my bike is still fine for transporting purposes. If you are only going on a short ride around the neighborhood and you have an unplanned quick stop along the way, it will serve your purposes well. The cable measures around 25 inches long, which is enough to loop around the frame, rear wheel, and the securing object just fine. If you want, you can interconnect 2 of these cables to loop around the front wheel as well. Aside from bikes, I also use them to secure my luggage when I am traveling. Rubber covers the metal cable to prevent scratching the frame of the bike. The locking mechanism itself also has plastic to encase it. Aside from protecting the paint of the bike, the rubber coating prevents water from reaching the metal parts of the lock, thus preventing rust and other forms of corrosion that will cause the mechanism to bind. Now, it is not a lock meant for keeping your bike safe in high-risk neighborhoods, as there are no lightweight bike locks capable of doing that. A simple cable cutter can cut through the lock in less than a second. This lock is strictly for low-risk neighborhoods only. Number 4, Kryptonite Kryptolok Standard 12.7 mm U-Lock Bicycle Lock. The Kryptonite Kryptolok Standard. This U-lock comes with a cable you can wrap around the front wheel or seat post if needed. What caught our eye about this bike lock was its security. Compared to other locks at this price point, the Kryptolok blew the competition out of the water. Our hand tool armada could not defeat the 13mm of hardened steel of the U in the shackle. At this price point, other U-locks focus on the U part of the lock, leaving the shackle vulnerable to a thief cutting through with a single cut. However, the Kryptolok is strong in both components, meaning it would take a thief at least 2 cuts to defeat this lock. A drawback is that the locking mechanism gets sticky more easily than other locks. After some cleaning and lubrication, it works reliably, but it's not as smooth as other, higher-end locks. Our testers also wish Kryptonite would commit to designing a more user-friendly frame mount for their U-locks. We think you'll want to give this lock a second look if you need the security of a U-lock without the hefty price. There are a surprising number of different types available, from cable to folding to chain. We spoke with bike experts and evaluated the market based on style. Number 5 Kryptonite New York Standard Heavy-Duty Bicycle U-Lock Bike Lock. As the competition mounts year after year, we still cannot find a better lock than the Kryptonite New York Standard U-Lock. This burly lock is as tough as its namesake city and earned high scores across all performance metrics. With this U-Lock, Kryptonite provides a strong theft deterrent with 16mm of hardened steel that we could only manage to defeat with 2 different cuts from the powered angle grinder. It even withstood a carjack. Plus, it has a diamond rating from Sold Secure, which adds peace of mind when locking your bike in urban areas. It should be no surprise that something that can withstand a carjack's force also carries a hefty weight. Fortunately, the New York lock includes a frame mount, making it convenient to carry on your bike while you're cruising or commuting. The model is about as easy to use as any U-lock and broad enough to fit around both wheels, the frame, and a standard bike rack, as long as you remove your front wheel. Kryptonite offers theft protection policies. If you like, comment and share, please subscribe my channel, check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.